Good afternoon to all of our viewers this afternoon. I hope you had a great lunch break. Many of you this morning asked us what Odoo 19 looks like. It's now time for some exciting demos from your account managers, and all of these demos are actually going to be on standard Odoo with no developments. Well, here we are to show you what's new in Odoo 19 for different industries this afternoon. Let me show you our agenda. Starting off today, we're going to be looking at just a very quick introduction into AI. This is the biggest thing that's really changed in Odoo 19. We're going to talk about how that really impacts your everyday life as a user in Odoo and for your customers as well. Next up at 1:30, we've got Trish, who will be teaching us how to create a toy store for an online shop. At 2 p.m. today, we've also got Retail-POS. Mavis will show you how to run your own wine house. After that, for manufacturing at 2:30 with Lucy, she will be showing you how to manufacture and process instant hot pot mixes. For our last and final act, I apologize. Here we go. At 3 p.m. for trading, we've also got Kathy, who will be teaching you how to run a vehicle distribution business from sourcing to operations and servicing your vehicles. By the last one, for our services, we've got Lenka showing you how Odoo is built for builders in construction. As like this morning, we've got our QR code right here. You can go ahead and scan that and open our questions pad. After the demo, there will be a question and answer portion if we have enough time, and we will be able to answer those right after each one. So feel free to go ahead, take a screenshot right now or open this QR code, and we'll see you on the Q&A soon. Now, it's time for AI. This is the biggest update that we've got. I want to ask you, how will Odoo's AI impact your business? In the next few slides today, we'll be talking about how this new integration will show you how to change your business. So first, we start off with out-of-the-box integrations. Gemini, ChatGPT are already ready to use and free on Odoo Online for our SaaS versions. For other hosting options, it will require an API key, but it's ready to integrate as well. We got a question a few maybe months ago regarding some localizations for specific markets that require a localized LLM. I believe one of those would actually be Mongolia. If you need an LLM in your own region and you already have an AI for that, you can also readily configure that into your AI provider. You can integrate that AI provider into Odoo. We've also got live chat integrations, fast AI-powered web page generation, AI Studio fields available in most applications. We also have this new Ask AI functionality across many of our applications. We've also got predictive analysis, where we look at how you can create predictive analysis based on historical data. Do you want to know how much to restock for each holiday season and each quarter? AI integrations in inventory, purchasing, and sales will be able to help generate the information and suggestions. As your employees use Ask AI in their everyday Odoo flows, they will be able to better train their models to provide better output for things like emails, responses, information gathering, and providing better help the more they use and train their AI. We've also got AI agents coming up soon. I'll show you more about them in a second. Imagine being finally able to use AI for live chat support and being able to feed it information based on source documents to answer your customers' initial questions. Let's have a look on what you can use these AI agents for. Great. AI agents for customer live chat. You've got 24/7 agents who can help reduce wait times for customers that can manage simple inquiries. You can provide scripts for simple questions and have a live chat integration. AI agent as a specialist, they can have a deep knowledge base, faster problem resolution, and handle the repetitive tasks that are external. Have you ever seen our Odoo help page recently? You can go ahead and look at it now. You can also see that you can now create AI-supported help sections for your websites. Your customers can simply post a question on the help page, and it will provide you with the answers based on the source documentation. For helping its users internally, this is going to be for your employees as a business. You can do more with less clicks, faster onboarding, guidance, and improved user experience for everyone. You can use Ask AI for quick answers and quick analysis based on sources from your documents, knowledge articles, PDF files, or even links. You can also translate and summarize information, draft emails, create email template prompts, and the best part is you can also customize all of that. Here's what it can look like if you want to set it up for yourself. You can choose which LLM model you would like to use. You can also go ahead and define the actions that you want them to do. Next, you can also define the sources for all of these. You can add on the attachments or create and add on the URLs that you want them to pull information from. Chat with your own personal assistant as well. Here in this example, we can see how we are actually in one of our contact pages. And you can have Ask AI as your own personal assistant. We are going to ask them to actually create a follow-up email based on all of the information that we have from the lead itself, from all of the responses from the customers, their questions, and the email interactions that we have. So if we click on Ask AI, you'll see this all throughout Odoo this time. And you can go ahead and say, write a follow-up email, write a follow-up answer in English. And after reading everything in terms of the lead, what it was asking for, what was the latest update, how much they were actually looking for, it will go ahead and tell you that they were actually looking for a quote for 150 rugs. And there you go. You can already quickly send that over to your customer. Very easy. Now, we can't forget about the biggest thing that you can now do with Odoo, which is going to be creating AI fields. This is actually going to be my last section before we move on to our industry demos. Do you want to create custom fields just by providing prompts? Now you can do that with Odoo. Now you can use this on Odoo Studio and create custom fields. And in this example, we are actually in the Contacts app trying to add a field that asks what are the top 2 products purchased and how many. Here you go. You can use AI to define your prompt. Once you create that one, it will already create a field in your contacts page and already show you the answer immediately to your question. Top 2 products, product A, 150, product B, 75. Now you can easily see the results based on real and timely data, and it's also real time. That's it for me today. It's been a pleasure chatting with you all throughout this morning and this afternoon. We will see you on the next one. At 1:30, we've also got Trish starting us off for an e-commerce industry demo. Please stand by up until 1:30, and we'll see you again.
Welcome to the next era of Odoo. Meet your new AI agents, your personal assistants ready to take action, answer questions, and give you insights across your daily workflow. Just choose the agent's model, response style, and its main subject prompt. Your team can open the chat with the agent whenever they need. Need info? Need a meeting? Just ask. The agent takes care of the rest. In your projects, create all the automations you need. Choose the action type, pick the field you want, and add your customized prompt with all the necessary information. Here, we want our tasks to be assigned automatically to the right expert. And just like that, we say goodbye to manual assigning. And the best part? You can do this for any action in your workflow. Need specific data? Just type your request, and the AI delivers the exact view you need. And just like that, every insight is at your fingertips, instantly. Meet the AI probability. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low. Let's see why. The positives are, it's based in the US, a strong market for us. The negatives are, the stage is new, the phone number is not valid, and the source is a search engine. Let's fix the phone number. And boom, my probability to close this deal just went up. Your colleague is out of office? No worries. The AI instantly summarizes past chats and attachments for your follow-up, and even helps you write the perfect client reply. AI property fields bring smart automation to your views. Just drop them in, write a prompt, and let Odoo AI fetch the info instantly. And when you need full control across multiple views, Odoo Studio takes it even further with AI fields tailored to your workflows, everywhere in your database. Take notes at the speed of your voice with Odoo's voice transcript feature. Just hit record. Odoo AI listens, transcribes, and even translates in real time. Better yet, it generates a clear, structured summary for you. Just focus on the conversation. Odoo takes care of the rest. Sorting our documents has never been faster. I can just use prompts to organize all of
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to our industry demo schedule. So for now, I will be covering our online shop and e-commerce. So before we begin, just a few minutes, just take a pause and then scan the QR code. If you do have any questions, feel free to just put it in the pad, and then we will try to answer it as much as we can later on. So sit back, relax, and then we'll start the demo in a few minutes. Okay. So I'm Trisha, so I will be covering the online shop or e-commerce, as most of you would know, and it will also feature some of the AI stuff that we do have in Odoo 19. So what is it? Basically, we will cover the basics, e-commerce, how to launch a quick and intuitive website builder. That's something that all of us would really be engaged with and also want to really check out. And then lastly is also sell online with your real-time stock visibility, and then also fully connect it to your inventory, POS, and then also sales, which covers the entire workflow, and then also POS. So if you do have your own store as well, you can also fully integrate it and for a fast checkout, and then also set up some loyalty programs over there just to engage your customers to come back again. And then also inventory, how to manage a product efficiently with barcode, and then also get some updates in terms of your pricing, and then also stock tracking at all times. Okay. So usually for a business flow like this, your customer would go in your website, check out some items there, and then also want to really look into the details. Now that's what AI would be for, being able to generate faster prompts, and also it's not only viable via desktop, but it's also visible in your mobile phones. And it's a great thing because all of us are in mobile right now, but from there they can already place an online order, and then from there it will generate a sales and the back end. And if you do have your own physical store, we do have a POS as well integrated in Odoo for free. And what that does is basically you can open a register and then accept payment directly and send receipts as well. And on the operation side, on the back end, you'll be able to see, generate purchases, track your inventory directly, and then also see the pick and pack and also monitor the shipments as well, and send it back to your customers in case. So let's dive in. So quickly for our demo. Oops. All right. So now we do have our beautiful website. You can see it's mainly a toy store on my end. And essentially what it does is basically we can modify it according to what we need. So let me just, oops. Well, let me just do a quick sign in over here. Sorry for that. So while I'm signing in, what you can see is basically like the front end of all your website. Basically, your customers can create their own portal, and then also be able to at least look into the front end. So now that we do have that, let's go in. This is the back end as well. So in our website, as shown earlier, this is what it would look like. And what's good is that actually you can fully edit it based on your preference. So essentially, all the website details, these are the things that you can already see. And then here we do have an amazing prompt for your categories or the shops or the categories that you want to feature. So now I want to feature some AI on how we can generate a good prompt or a fun prompt that would really engage the customer to buy products. So from there, your customers will be able to see a copyright based on that. Okay. And now let's wait for them to generate a prompt. And that is something that you can already use directly. So here we go. So you don't have to really think about your copyright. Odoo AI could already do that for you. Perfect. So now we save that and go back to here. So now we do have a lot of details here. You can modify it definitely, because with Odoo, what you can do is actually create your own blocks based on what content you would like. So here we do have endless amount of professionally designed website features, and then you can choose from different fonts, different styles, different preferences. Okay, so that's how you can just generate a website straight from scratch in just under 4 minutes. Perfect. So now we go on into our tabs. What you can see here actually is you can modify it based on what you want. You can add on events, you can add on blogs, even appointments. So let's try and go into blogs. So some of our website would really create some memories, and that's how we can really engage them forward. So now we do have some blogs here. You can modify it however you want, and also add on whenever you want. Okay, So we also have events that you can create to engage more of your customers, get more of your features, and then also maybe generate some income. So from here, you can even register. You can even make it paid as well, and then have them register directly online, and you will see it on the back end. Perfect. But now let's go into our e-commerce. So for our e-commerce, what you can see here is that they can directly buy through our website. And as shown earlier, we do have some categories involved. So you can even modify it based on just what they need. So for example, just puzzles, that's only what they'll see. So what's new in Odoo 19 is actually all of these endless features or selections that they can just modify it based on their preferences. So let's say I just want a 6-person player, and then I just want to at least buy this Catan. So let's just do that. So let's add that to cart. Okay. And then add to cart here. And directly from Odoo itself or the website itself, you can even put in the loyalty points as you can see here. So let's say I do want to claim my free Stabilo pencils. There. It's easy, it's fast to do, and then it's seamless at least on the end of the customer as well. All right. Even if they do have some gift cards or discount codes, you can also add that in. It's easy to set up at the back end, only with sales. Perfect. So now let's check that out. Okay, so standard delivery, click on confirm, and then you can just put in, let's just say a sample details regarding their credit card. So let's just have it paid. Perfect. Now looking into it, we do have your reference number, and then we'll see it on the back end as well. All right, so let's just do that. Okay, so now going into sales, let's say you do have this as 019. Now what we need to do is actually deliver the product. So here we do have our smart buttons for delivery. So this is already paid for, as we can see. We just click on that and then validate. And then later I'll show as well how we do it on the purchasing side and validating also as well the stocks. Okay, perfect. So now let's go back. Let's say I do want to purchase one of the items here that's missing. So let's say I do have my own vendor already, my favorite Brenda. And then what we do have is a product. Let's say I want to buy a red fox from her. We want to add on at least like 10 more so we don't run out of those because we do have a special sale. You can also click on pricing comparison if you do have other vendors that you want to vouch for or canvas with. So it's something that is also viable via Odoo 19. So yeah. So here you can already check who has the better pricing, who has the better, who has stock levels prepared as well. Okay. So let's say we'll send the RFQ to Brenda. Perfect. Send that over. Confirm as well. Right? We'll just confirm order. So now looking into it, we can track at least like when do we receive it. So let's say a few days has passed. Let's go into inventory. So now we do see here that we have one thing to receive, which is the red fox. Going into that. Perfect. Let's say they only delivered at least just 5 out of the 10. You can even edit that in. We'll just put that there. And then lastly, validate. Okay. There. So now we do have that on stock as well. Perfect. So you can also check in the moves here just to see how many quantities has been added. You can also check it under the moves history, just so you have like an overview of your inventory. So as you can see here, we have added the red fox additionally for 5. Okay. Perfect. So now if you do want to see the POS as well, we can try to open a register. If you do have in store. Okay, so let's say your opening balance is 100. Let's open register. So the good thing is you can also create a platform for your customers to see on the front end. So this is what it would look like on their side. So let's just move that over. So what you can see here is actually it's already grouped by categories. So your cashier can just click on this and then just add it on if they choose to do so. So you can also add in all of the details here, and then it will automatically register in the system. So let's say these are the items that your customer will need, just Chupa Chups and then also the rabbit family. You can just click on the payment. Let's say it's cash, and then validate it if they do have any change. And then you can automatically create your receipt and then have it printed out or sent over via email. So you can just provide a email here. Okay, so let's close that register. Perfect. Okay. So what else we can do? Basically, we can also track your inventory via barcode. So let's open that in. So here we do have a barcode scanner, and I do have a toy right here next to me. So let's say I do want to count this as an inventory. All I need to do is just tap on this, and then it will automatically share whether or not we can just scan the code. So let's say I do have my barcode scanner also here. I just need to scan this over. Oops, for a while. Oops. Let me just try again. It does happen, but of course we want to also keep it going. So let's say I do want to scan a product here. Let's add a product. Okay, there, perfect. We finally got it right. Anyway, so we do have this here, and then let's say you already counted the quantity. So we can just add it on, and then from there, just click on confirm, and then here we go. So no need to really just count it one by one. You can just use an RFID or even a barcode scanner just to put it all in. Okay, let's just click on confirm, and then just apply now. Perfect. So that's how easy and quick it is to just add on your products, add on your features as well, and then also create a website directly from scratch. All right. So now going back, so let's say we are done with the whole business flow regarding like shipments, everything else. What we want to really conclude from here is, number one, you can create an effortless website just by using Odoo. You don't need to pay extra for a different website provider, but it's already integrated. Not only that, it's also including like different layouts that is professionally done to make it stand out for your customers. And then also you have a product page wherein you can add on videos, add on blogs, add on pictures in order to create like that engaging website. And everything is AI powered, meaning you can create product descriptions. You don't have to think about it anymore. Now with that, you can be a copywriter by yourself, and then also intuitive shopping, meaning it's seamless enough that you can really create new designs, add on floating search bars, and even let the customers find what they need anytime. It's quite easy with the categories as well. And then also boosting your sales. We do have SEO as well in the system. And what you can do is actually sync in your catalog, let's say Google Merchant Center, TikTok Shop, Instagram, many more. So we do have that. Just check out our documentations. I'm sure you guys will find it there. And then, of course, the customer experience. So everything can be shown or showcased via physical stores, cash on deliveries, payment options, all of that we can provide. It's a smoother and clearer checkout flow so that it's easy for you to even track your own deliveries. So front end, back end, all of it is in Odoo. Great. So we are opening up for questions again. So feel free to chime in case you do have some really things that you want to talk about with us. Yeah. Okay, just keep it coming, guys. Anyone here in e-commerce doing great? Anyway, everything is in Odoo 19, so if you do have questions, feel free to also check it. Okay. Okay, so first question. So regarding AI-powered efficiency, does AI help with grammar, or can it actually speed up the launch of a new product line? So it does speed up essentially the launches. So the AI in V19 can instantly generate a full product description. So it's mostly content-driven, right? And more importantly, it does translate content into other languages as well. So just with a single click. So it does eliminate any bottlenecks in terms of copyright That's the main thing. And then also translation, which allows you to at least list the product globally as well in seconds. So that's something that we can do essentially with V19. Okay. So can we create our own block for e-commerce website? You can essentially, but it's more of like you build it your own through our. So maybe we can do a quick one. But essentially, oops, you can create it. It's just more of there are already essential ones already built on. It's just that wait, sorry. There. So let's go into the website. What it would look like is something here. There. So you can create your own text, create your own format, add in those videos, etc. But of course, we still do advise at least that the theme or the style would be coherent based on the themes itself. Okay. All good. Thank you so much. And then later on, we do have trading as well with Mavis. Stay tuned.
Let's take a look. First, let's create your website. You own a furniture store, right? Let's choose the right layout for your online store and select the layout for your product page too. Perfect. What a nice homepage you've got. Why not update your page's layout with our sleek new e-commerce footer? It displays all the payment methods available, making it simple and reassuring for your clients. Now, let's add a catalog block on the homepage to quickly show what you have in store. The best part? You can choose from a variety of beautifully crafted templates, each designed by professional web designers to fit different styles and needs. Whether you're showing off your full collection or just the best sellers, there's a template ready to match your style. Great! Now let's head to our shop page. Wow! Odoo's elegant and impactful shop page templates showcase your products in the best way possible. Isn't it appealing? The shop filters have also been revamped with clean designs, pills, radios, drop-downs. The choice is yours. A View More button appears when you have over 8 attributes, and a search bar is automatically displayed over 20. Who needs clicks? Just hover over product cards to preview attributes instantly, like size, color, or material. And last but not least, improve your website experience with a floating bar that sticks with you while you're scrolling. That way, you can search or sort out items anytime. Creating a product page is now easier than ever. Here as well, Odoo provides many template choices that you can fine-tune using the editor on the front end. And you can now even spice up your product pages with videos from your favorite platforms. And voila! Okay, let's have a look at these wooden parts. Now you can showcase variants in pictures to display different textures and colors, making your product page even clearer for your customers. Do you remember ribbons? Well, good news. Now they have new siblings, Odoo badges. Other great news? Both ribbons and brand new badges can automatically highlight new arrivals or on sale items. Okay, we know that's already a lot, but we're not done yet. You can save valuable time by letting AI handle the busy work. In one command or click, your AI sidekick generates a compelling product description or translates what you need instantly. No more manual translations. Boy, did we improve our SEO optimizer. And with just one click, our smart tool autofills meta titles, descriptions, and suggests keywords. Let's showcase your products so you get more sales. You can now push your products to Google Merchant Center. You can also link your catalog to social platforms and marketplaces like TikTok Shop, Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, and more. Are you ready for some more? Let's go! If you own an e-commerce store as well as physical shops, there's an awesome feature available just for you. You can now display product availability and in-store quantities for each of your shops. perfect for click-and-collect shoppers who want speed and clarity. All right, now let's talk about the new checkout experience, smoother and clearer than ever. Your customers can now choose the cash-on-delivery payment option. And the cherry on top? Sales orders can now be confirmed without upfront payment. That means no more outdated stocks and disappointed customers. And there's still more. A fully customizable login page where you can now add forms and price lists to categorize your customers from the beginning. Checkout is even faster for event tickets and appointments. No more address fields to fill. Receive your tickets in a few clicks. Product name now auto-fills in contact forms, which makes the follow-up easier than it's ever been. A refreshed wish list design with a sleeker look. A one-click quick reorder button. And a seamless integration with Gelato for selling your print-on-demand designs. Modern, powerful, built to convert. This is your new Odoo e-commerce platform. A client comes to our desk. He needs his new office space furnished. I make him a quote on the fly, and it doesn't matter if I'm using a computer, tablet, or phone. I just type the company's name and pick the right one from the list. Thanks to Odoo's connection with Dun & Bradstreet, all the details are filled in for me: address, tax ID, phone, and even the right tags. First, let's open up the catalog. I select the right category and pick all the items I need. These items are for the first area, the office space. So I'll just rename this section into office space and specify its size. And I'll do exactly the same for my second and third areas. And to make sure I've got everything I need, items to the right place. Next, I don't need the client to know the price of bolts, for example, so I'll just hide the price of the installation section. And I'll also hide the composition of the office supplies, because the detailed lines will just clutter the quote. But I'll write a note that includes the important elements. All that's left to do is add the shipping costs, which are calculated automatically based on my product's weight. Now let's print the quote and review it with my client. It's structured, clear, and tailored exactly the way I want. The client accepts our offer, and I generate a down payment of 20% and send him the link. On his customer portal, everything is well displayed, and he can confirm his down payment with his preferred payment method. And once it's done, the sales order is automatically confirmed, and his down payment has already been taken into account. In the meantime, let's check on Janet, our traveling saleswoman. She's at a design convention in Milan and scans the business card of a potential lead. The record instantly appears in Odoo. Odoo CRM now also uses AI. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low, but the AI's suggestions show me what to improve. The phone number is invalid, so we'll just fix it. And now, my probability to close this deal just went up. This is just one of the factors the AI considers, and you can immediately see which ones boost your chances of closing the deal and which ones hold you back. If Janet is out of office, another colleague can easily take over because the AI instantly summarizes past chats and is even capable of reading the attachments. Then, it helps write the perfect client reply.
Welcome to the Daily Dough. Running a bakery requires careful planning and a reliable system. That's why we've chosen Odoo Point of Sale, the app that keeps our workflow as fresh as our pastries. Odoo Point of Sale's interface is undeniably appealing. Products are neatly organized into categories, with subtle color accents displayed only beneath each item to maintain a clean look. Detailed product information can be accessed directly from the product list by clicking and holding any product. The interface is neat, clean, and light. Let's start with our first customer in line. They want a coffee and an almond croissant. Let's save them some money by selling our breakfast combo. We'll select the combo, add one pastry, the almond croissant, and a drink, the Americano coffee. Let's add something extra to the combo, like a chocolate croissant. Since the customer wants to eat on site, we just select the Dine-In preset. Odoo instantly applies the right tax rate. Presets let you define order types like dine-in, daily sales, deliveries, and takeout orders, then handle key details such as the customer's information and the baking area's preparation capacity for takeout orders. Speaking of takeout orders, this sandwich shop owner just called in for 50 baguettes and 20 loaves of bread, ready for pickup at noon tomorrow. We simply choose Mr. Smith's customer profile and set the takeout details. Linking the customer profile ensures they collect their loyalty points instantly. They can then redeem their points and collect rewards such as discounts, free products, or free shipping. This time, since Mr. Smith has been so loyal, he can receive a 10% discount on the entire order. Back to our breakfast customer. Time to pay. There are various options for processing payments. We can use the one-click payment setting, which creates a button for direct payments, like cash. Otherwise, we can configure and integrate a payment terminal. Voila! The transaction is complete. At the customer's request, we can also send them their receipt immediately after payment by text message, WhatsApp, or email. In case of a payment processed incorrectly, we can simply refund the customer, no fuss needed. Finally, for customers with multiple orders, we can issue a global invoice that consolidates all their orders. One click is all it takes. With Odoo Point of Sale, you can handle every part of your bakery's day with confidence. From morning combos to large takeout orders, loyalty rewards, and invoicing. Everything you need is in one place, easily accessible, and ready when you are. Take your business to the next level and use Odoo Point of Sale for free at odoo.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the afternoon sessions of Odoo webinars. This is going to be about the Odoo Retail-POS. Okay. So Before we begin, I would like to invite all of you to scan the QR code on the screen so that if you have any questions later on regarding the demo, you can feel free to let us know. Right? So, introducing myself. Welcome to Odoo Retail-POS. My name is Mavis, and I'm actually part of the Odoo iPad customer success team here in Hong Kong. So thank you everyone for tuning in. And basically for Odoo 19 Retail POS, this POS system generally is not new to a lot of our clients in the regions, be it, Southeast Asia or Asia or any other part of the world. Traditionally, it used to call us a cashier. That was a very bare minimum buy and sell. But nowadays, POS has evolved so much that you can do so much more in POS. And with through Odoo POS sessions 19 versions, we like to walk you through what you can do through the Odoo POS. So even just on the planning stage, you can easily set up the security control of your part-time staff, temporary staff, or full-time staff, etc. Right, and not just that, because Odoo being a very modular functional system, so you can also have access to your different function managements as well, be it for events or be it for restaurant, etc. through POS. And because of that, you can also centralize your sales flow just through that POS as well. So moving on to that, even on the operational level, because we have this single interface versions, which will allow you to sell different types direct to the POS. So that will give you a very convenience and experience as well. And now that in Odoo 19, we also fully support for the online and offline SIM as well. So, even if you are running your POS on a full offline mode, you'll be able to sync it as fast as possible once you are online as well. And of course, we understand payment nowadays go through very fast, so we also support for a very smart and fast payments through the Odoo 19 POS as well. Lastly, for every sales we do, we want to be able to have the reports, trackings, and analytics to have to share with you the insights on how your business is doing as well, right? So without further ado, I'd like to invite you to our very quick demo of a case study of a Odoo retail business, how to manage your wine house. So welcome to the Odoo wine house. So basically nowadays we don't just sell goods easily, just bottles, right, and merchandises. We also do service. So we would like to have a client's customer walking into your store, pick up your bottles, wine bottles, glasses, etc. Sit down, relax, and wine and dine at your restaurant's corner or the restaurant space. And also you like to host some events to let them have like a tasting events in this case as well. So all these integrated businesses model, how do you want to manage it in Odoo POS? So without further ado, I'd like to bring you guys very quickly to our demo flow as well on how you can do that. Okay, so moving on to the demo. So let's just get started on how Odoo POS is gonna look like when you open the shop in the first day of in the early things in the morning, right? So let's get started. Today we like to open the register. So click the register. So you might have different stuff, part-timer, full-timer, yourself, it's fine. But you don't want to give a full access to your cashier or part-timer, for instance. How do we do that? No worries, we have functions for that. So let's say I'm gonna test it out with a cashier guy who's actually my part-timer, but I don't want him to open my cashiers. So let him open it. Let's see whether he can do it or not. Here is a discards. There's no other buttons to continue, right? So no worry, click the discards. Imagine yourself, owner. I'm gonna open the store for cashier in the morning. I'm gonna key in my password for it, confirm. See, you will be able to see the open register button here. That means you have full control of your register, access to it. That's what we do in Odoo 19 now. So assuming, let's say today, good business day is about to be Christmas, you have clients working in, and today you have this big customer that coming in. That's looking around for like the bottles and etc. And you know what? The clients that would like to order some bottles in the combo. So they'll actually pick up some drinks, and customer also pick up some food to go with the friends to have like some wine and dine. So you also do have like the cheese or fruits and etc. just added to it. What you can see here is our system already allow you to have whether you want to choose a table if you have no, or you want to just directly go ahead with the payment, or you also want to go for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Different options, different choices as well. So to give you then some example of how we can do this client, this customer, Mr. Brandon Freeman, our regular customer, would like to dine in some wine as well as with some food. Okay, so what the system can do, you can just directly send this to the kitchen. I'll show you what's going to appear at the back end in a bit. All right, and then let's find him a seat as well. Okay, so back to the order here. Earlier on, Mr. Brandon Freeman picked up the bottles and he haven't found a table yet. So how does he want to go ahead with it? Or does he want to, just bring out and just bring it back home? It's okay, right? So let's just go ahead and quickly go over the payments. He wants to pay with cash or cards. Either one is okay. Let's just say he wants to pay with cards and just click it to validate. So that's like how we normally do a very quick run through of a POS, right? So now let's say Mr. Brandon would like to order some gift for you from our store for the Christmas, let's say. So he can also just pick up a bulk order. For instance, Sauvignon Blanc. He want to order like 15 bottles from us, and also for let's say for Merlot and the other products, he want to order like 20 bottles. So that's a huge order that he's having it, and he want to send it to his place as well. So just click the delivery here. What we are actually doing is, because he's also buying in bulk, so we are giving slight discount. It's a VIP discount, right? So you can just pick the VIP discount. You can see that it's automatically adjusted the prices here as well. So you know what, once he's okay, or he wants to add on any merchandises, feel free to adjust it in as well, because this is for his Christmas party. So once you're ready, just go ahead with our one-click payments as well. We don't want to go through so many steps, right? So he want to pay with cards, so grab and go, click the card, and it's automatically generated the invoice here as well. So very fast on that. All right, so now that earlier on we had an order that he ordered for food, so let me show you how we can also check the kitchen. Right, so this is how our tables in the restaurants looks like, and I want to bring to the back end or how it might look like this for your kitchen stuff as well. So now that we're at the back end, and I want to show you the kitchen displays. Kitchen display, how it looks like. So on your kitchen's team, who's going to prepare your foods, this is what is going to appear for them as well. They'll be able to see like these the order that's been pending for them, right? And let's say if they want to go back, how the preparation screen is gonna look like for kitchen team, that's what they're gonna appear on the kitchen preparation team as well. So they will have this notice appearing that Brandon Freeman dine-in clients asking for the cheese boards. So you have to prepare that, right? So once the kitchen staff's ready with that, what you're gonna do is it's going to appear as this is here. Yeah, basically so apparently it's not really ready yet, right? So once it's ready, we'll be able to see it here, and upon it's completed we will be able to see all through on the screen for the kitchen status, right? So just to bring you back to the POS, how it will appear on the POS sites for the other services, for instance here. So we can go back to the continue shoppings and log your register, key in my password here. So back to the register here as well. So if we have other outstanding orders happening here, and let's say if you have other customers walking around the store and checking out, they can always add, you will always be able to see all the outstanding order, right? So but once you're ready, you're free to move to the next one, or any point in time, you're free to go ahead with it. So through our POS, we're not just selling for the bulk. Let's say if they're looking for any delivery, we can do that. For takeout, it is perfectly fine as well. And also on that, we also like to share with you how you can do the wine tasting event selling. So it's not just for the wine event. This is just an example. So let's say if you want to sell some tickets for the events, stuff like that through POS, Oops, absolutely driven, not 10. Just to give you an example, wine tasting. So Brandon want to have some wine tasting events, right? So he's gonna pick up some tickets here as well, and he like to see that he like to give himself tickets for that. Oops, maybe I should put the Mr. here. And his email address, Brendan, maybe, like just example.com. Confirm. What our POS system can support you with that is, let's just go ahead with the payments, and you'll be able to see that the event registrations pages are fully available here for as well. For instance, let's say if we want to see that whether he can put the page on that. So yeah, let's just say, just to show you to see it, press and hold. So that's okay. So the system is automatically be able to show you, automatically be able to download it, the events tickets pages, as well as for the pages here as well. So it's all linked at the back, and later on I can show you how it will look set in the backend for the events registrations as well. So generally, on top of that, we also do have the options for whether you want to choose the price list, be it price list, or if you want to put on like the discounts and etc. through the POS here as well. Not only on that, so for instance, let's say if we have any like a merchandise sales that we want to sell it, and for instance, if we would like to add on the additional, like if we want to see what's the quantity of the products in the inventory, you don't necessarily need to go back to the backend to be able to view it. What our POS could actually show right now is just click on that on the POS, and you will be able to see what are the units that you have, what are the forecasted stocks that we are looking at the back end, and what's your default price, VNB price, margins, etc. as well. Because ultimately we want to give you the very smooth access of back end and front end with the very sleek interactions interface as well during the process of sales. So let's continue with that. For instance, Brandon wants to pick up the additional wine glass boxes. Just go ahead with the payments and we're done. So it's this very sweet, very fast and quick process here. So this is just on the UI UX versions interface of the POS, and you might be wondering what is this booking tab on top of the POS is happening around. So we do understand that in the retail world or in F&B of businesses nowadays, people like to do the reservations, right? They want to save the time, so we allow to do that through the POS as well. So for instance, let's say if today you receive a call that the clients call in and they want to book for the reservations for your restaurant, your store, or your businesses, feel free to do that. So for instance, just to give you the example how it's going to look like to easier for that. So today we want to book for a customer reservations today. It's 11 December and the customers is your customers is looking for a dinner time. So let's say it's about 6 p.m. and you can just click apply and save it. And once you are done here, what will happen is it will appear on the booking system right inside your POS. Once your customers are here, you can just book their name, let them check in. If the customer did not show up, you can easily put it to the no-show as well. At the end of the month, this will give you a very good statistic and data of your customer as well. And also through the POS, let's say if you want to create like a marketing campaign for those customers that's visited to you throughout the period of time, feel free to do that. We do have the documentations at the back end on how to create like a marketing campaigns and etc. configurations based on the customer that's visited to your store throughout the month as well. Okay, so now that we are generally done on the POS, I would like to show you on the back end a little bit on how it will look like as well. While you're actually having it now, we also do have the mobile versions in Odoo 19 POS. So let's say, assuming clients want to order it, be it to kiosk, on a mobile menu that you have set it for your customer. So click onto that. This is how it's gonna look like for Odoo mobile menu ordering. Clicking, the interface wise, customer can choose dine-in, takeout, delivery as a one day once, right? So for instance, Brandon want to dine in, so he can still pick the date again, some charcuteries, fruits, and etc. pick it up, cut out, check out, order, and done. So this is actually like, very quick and fast forward as well, right? So that's it. It's very quick, fast, and very seamless for the customer as well. This is how it looks like for KDS and etc. So because of the absence of time, I also would like to quickly give you a run through of how it's going to look like at the back end. So at the end of the day, you would like to see how your financial and trackings are being reported, right? No worry, every sales you do through POS is recorded within our accounting at the real time. So be it on your balance sheets, you'll be able to see it. What are the outstanding receipts, stock valuation. For instance, if you want to see how the stock's valuation doing, you will be able to see in depth of every single transactions you have. And not only that, in our Odoo, what is also very interesting is we also incorporated the audit trail for you as well. So every single creations that you have this throughout the POS system, it is all recorded in audit trails and Odoo POS as well. So of course, not just that, let's say at the end of the month or at the end of the day, if you would like to go through for the some dashboards or data and etc. We have an Odoo dashboard to give you some BI, business analytics and performance analytics of how your POS for particular store or what businesses you're doing, how's it performing, what's your top selling products, and who is your top performing staff, etc. To give you the insights of how you can look into your business differently through the Odoo as well. So not just on that, just would like to give you a bit of backgrounds of how you can also sell the events to the POS, which is very uncommon. Here it is. This at the back end of the events module will give you the number of registration, maximum event sales, and details here as well. So this is what with through just one POS that you can actually do many others explorations and features to incorporate it into business so that it can be a lot more seamless for you. Right. So in conclusion, usually for POS here is that we aim to be able to give you a bit of better planning of your businesses, be it on your employee assets or stock informations without moving too much of the back end and front end for you while you're running your business with your clients, customer in the real life. And also we aim to be able to fasten your processes. We understand retail business can be very busy and fast moving. We aim to be able to shorten the timings by introducing the one-click fast payments and streamline methods as well. And last but not least, we understand that nowadays the user might would like to looking for more different kinds of like interface and operational complexity, etc. So you can actually use this Odoo POS to optimize your management easily all through the POS here as well. Right. So before we end off this time, before we end off the Odoo POS sessions, in essence of the time, we also would like to see if you guys have like audience have any questions or things that you might would like to know, and let us know by scanning the QR code here again, where we'll be able to take a 1 or 2 questions for you. Yeah. All right, so let's see if we have any question. Oh, great. We have quite a few questions here. I'll try my best to answer for you. All right. So let's do for the first one. So the combo question here is how to handle meal deals or product bundles in V19. That's a very good question, definitely. So basically, we do introduce, in Odoo 19, we have introduced a native support for the combo products. So we can now easily, set up like a lunch deal, breakfast deal, things like that, where cashier can just easily select the combo, and then the system will be able to prompt them, say, are you looking for one drink, one side, one main, or things like that, and through the specific list, yeah? And so that could actually speed up the orderings, and then we'll make it like the inventory is preparing, adjusting it correctly. So we do support for that, right? Okay, next questions. Does one-click payments allow for preset cash amounts during rush hour? Absolutely. We can configure the smart cards cash buttons, like you want to with denomination $10, $20, $30, $50. Sorry, we don't have $30. $50 notes is durable. So let's say if the customer hand over like a $20 bills, the cashier can just click a single buttons, and the system will just validate the payments, and then just the printing, receipt, or we'll just do it instantly. Just take 10 seconds, so we're good there. Oh no, sorry, not even take 10 seconds. We'll probably just reduce down to 1 second, yeah? All right. So yeah, okay, time is a little bit running fast, but let's just do one last questions for our audience. So right, there's a question. Does a cashier have to leave the POS screen to check stocks? Actually, not at all. So if you're a cashier, if you want to see how much stocks you're having in your inventory at the moment, all you need to do is just click it a little bit, press it a little bit longer on the icon on the product you want to check on POS, and you will be able to have the real-time stock visibility, because Odoo 19 improved real-time stock visibility a lot. So you don't need to leave the the checkout screen, and then you'll be able to see the availability directly. I showed it in the earlier as well, like you will be able to see the margins if you have different price lists, like default price list, VNB price list, what's your margin, how much stocks level you have, how many that you're being focused in, all in one as well. Yeah, so you can even check it through like different sizes or different color, or through the POS without the need to go to the backend. So that's major enhancements we have, and actually makes a lot of our user very user friendly and very convenient as well. So I think we are actually almost done for the day, and yeah, thank you so much all the audience to staying with us, and we appreciate for all the question process as well. We hope this sessions that helps you to understand how Odoo 19 POS looks like, and share some insight to you as well. Without further ado, we actually would like to take this chance to give you guys some breaks as well, and we'll come back with the next industry demos in a bit.
Street, all the details are filled in for me: address, tax ID, phone, and even the right tags. First, let's open up the catalog. I select the right category and pick all the items I need. These items are for the first area, the office space. So I'll just rename this section into office space and specify its size. And I'll do exactly the same for my second and third areas. And to make sure I've got everything I need, I just filter through my sections and review the items. Back on my quotation, everything is neatly organized. But let's tweak it even more. For the office space, I'll create two subsections: the open space and the individual space. Now I just have to drag the items to the right place. Next, I don't need the client to know the price of bolts, for example, so I'll just hide the price of the installation section. And I'll also hide the composition of the office supplies, because the detailed lines will just clutter the quote. But I'll write a note that includes the important elements. All that's left to do is add the shipping costs, which are calculated automatically based on my product's weight. Now let's print the quote and review it with my client. It's structured, clear, and tailored exactly the way I want. The client accepts our offer, and I generate a down payment of 20% and send him the link. On his customer portal, everything is well displayed, and he can confirm his down payment with his preferred payment method. And once it's done, the sales order is automatically confirmed, and his down payment has already been taken into account. In the meantime, let's check on Janet, our traveling saleswoman. She's at a design convention in Milan and scans the business card of a potential lead. The record instantly appears in Odoo. Odoo CRM now also uses AI. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low, but the AI's suggestions show me what to improve. The phone number is invalid, so we'll just fix it. And now, my probability to close this deal just went up. This is just one of the factors the AI considers, and you can immediately see which ones boost your chances of closing the deal and which ones hold you back. If Janet is out of office, another colleague can easily
careful planning and a reliable system. That's why we've chosen Odoo Point of Sale, the app that keeps our workflow as fresh as our pastries. Odoo Point of Sale's interface is undeniably appealing. Products are neatly organized into categories, with subtle color accents displayed only beneath each item to maintain a clean look. Detailed product information can be accessed directly from the product list by clicking and holding any product. The interface is neat, clean, and light. Let's start with our first customer in line. They want a coffee and an almond croissant. Let's save them some money by selling our breakfast combo. We'll select the combo, add one pastry, the almond croissant, and a drink, the Americano coffee. Let's add something extra to the combo, like a chocolate croissant. Since the customer wants to eat on site, we just select the Dine-In preset. Odoo instantly applies the right tax rate. Presets let you define order types like dine-in, daily sales, deliveries, and takeout orders, then handle key details such as the customer's information and the baking area's preparation capacity for takeout orders. Speaking of takeout orders, this sandwich shop owner just called in for 50 baguettes and 20 loaves of bread, ready for pickup at noon tomorrow. We simply choose Mr. Smith's customer profile and set the takeout details. Linking the customer profile ensures they collect their loyalty points instantly. They can then redeem their points and collect rewards such as discounts, free products, or free shipping. This time, since Mr. Smith has been so loyal, he can receive a 10% discount on the entire order. Back to our breakfast customer. Time to pay. There are various options for processing payments. We can use the one-click payment setting, which creates a button for direct payments, like cash. Otherwise, we can configure and integrate a payment terminal. Voila! The transaction is complete. At the customer's request, we can also send them their receipt immediately after payment by text message, WhatsApp, or email. In case of a payment processed incorrectly, we can simply refund the customer, no fuss needed. Finally, for customers with multiple orders, we can issue a global invoice that consolidates all their orders. One click is all it takes. With Odoo Point of Sale, you can handle every part of your bakery's day with confidence. From morning combos to large takeout orders, loyalty rewards, and invoicing. Everything you need is in one place, easily accessible, and ready when you are. Take your business to the next level and use Odoo Point of Sale for free at odoo.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Lucy. I'm also from the account management team. Today, I'm going to show you the demo of manufacturing. But before we start, I'm going to invite you again to scan this QR code for any questions you may have later on or during the process. In case we are going to be running out of time, which happens sometimes, we will get back to you later for your questions. Yeah, again, here I'm Lucy. I'm going to show you the 19 updates in version 19 for our manufacturing. Before we start, let's just have some basics in place. In a world of manufacturing, there are some common challenges we're facing. To start off, there are challenges about collaboration and communication. What I mean by that is that for manufacturing, we're working constantly with different teams and departments. In such cases, without an intuitive tool that provides visibility and connectivity to each other's work, it's hard to make sure that there's no miscommunication or inefficiency. Secondly, if you want to produce in batch or just simply to ensure traceability of your products, or simply just for better quality management, a small field, seemingly, such as a lot and serial number, can sometimes create a big influence. And then when it comes to demand planning and inventory management, a lack of good forecasting tool or sometimes long lead time in such case would cause unnecessary shortage, overstock, or sometimes even delay in production. And last but not least, when it comes to cost control, bit more flexible costing method can be really helpful when you want to review the actual cost, margins, and profits. Having said that, let's have a look at our example today. This is an example of a factory that produces instant hot pot kit. So imagine instant noodles, for example. It's made up of processed ingredients such as meat and vegetables. In this manufacture, it follows a traditional sort of kind of make-to-order business. So we assume that it starts with a sales order confirmed for its client. So following the flow, you can see that the procurement team will start purchasing the ingredients needed for this product. And in this case, meat and vegetables. And then the inventory team is going to receive it after they check the quality, quantity, etc., etc. And then after a few rounds of quality check, those ingredients are going to be put away into different shelves. And that's when we're ready for the food processing. To simplify the process, we divided the process into 3 steps. We start with preparing ingredients. So maybe picking the relevant vegetables and meat. And then we process it. Here I simply call it cooking. And then we pack everything in the package. Last but not least, it will be ready for the delivery to the destination. Now, this might be a common flow that happens in food manufacturing. Sometimes we also tend to outsource some of the processing for what we call subcontractors or OEMs. In this case, I'm going to also show you how it's reflected in Odoo 19 because we do have some small updates in there too. Having said all that, the key challenges for food manufacturing, I would say, traceability of the product in each and every operational process and quality control. That's why we're gonna also show you how the quality control is supported in our Odoo database. Let's go with our demo. You can probably see my screen right now. Before we dive into the flow, I just want to quickly check with you together actually our configurations in manufacturing, because we also have some updates there. So as a general overview, you probably want to have a look at all your manufacturing orders, because here the highlight would be that we nowadays have the Gantt view for all of your manufacturing orders. So instead of calendar view, for example, you're going to have a better idea of which manufacturing order is in which status, whether it's confirmed, which day it is at, whether it's in progress, for example. Now let's go to our product in question today. So I'm gonna mainly talking with two products. One is called Day Hot Pot Pack, our signature, and the other is for the subcontracting example, which is Day Dumplings. Let's start with Day Hot Pot Pack. Highlight here, I can see that it's tracked by unique serial number. And following that, on version 19, we're actually able to customize the prefix of the serial number. So basically, if you want to say it's day 1, day 2, you please feel free to do that. On top, you can also add expiration date for perishable goods by ticking this box and set the relevant dates. But to simplify it, I would just keep it like that. And then let's have a look at the BOM. What's in there? Is all the ingredients reflected in this BOM? I think yes. Meat, vegetables, plastic bags, so packaging basically. And what are the operations in the manufacturing process? It's prepare, cook, pack, as just like what I mentioned in the workflow. Highlight here though is that for each operation, you're now able to select the costing methods based on actual time or theoretical time. Actual time as in the actual time spent per assigned employee on their hourly rate. Right. And last but not least, just a tiny but influential new feature here, which is the batch size. That means we're now able to produce in batch with indicated quantities. Here I'm going to use 2 to show you the example. Last but not least, I just clicked BOM overview to give you an idea of what's included in the pack and each procedure included. By simply clicking unfold, you can see in detail what's happening there. One thing to notice though is that in one of the material, which is called plastic bags with customized labels, there's one operation, which is we need to assemble the bags. So that being said, it becomes several layers of BOM. And I'm going to show you later how it looks like in our manufacturing process. And having said all of that, there's one little button on the top right. So by toggling on it, you're actually finding out that we now also can do replenishment with this overview, simply by status, availability, lead time, and route. Right. So that would be a little bit of highlights before we start the flow. Right now, I'm just gonna start with a sales order confirmed for our business client Pandan Express, who ordered, let's say, our day hot pot pack. Yeah, let's confirm it. What happens now is you're gonna say simultaneously 3 type of orders created. 1 delivery for the final destination, 1 purchase for the ingredients, and 1 manufacturing for processing the package. Now, what usually happens is that your procurement team will go to purchase and find out there are 2 orders. Let's say as procurement team member, I confirmed it. Same for the other one, which is for perishables such as meat, vegetables. I confirm that too. I'm going to go to the vendor wet market. And next, your inventory team member probably is going to be waiting for the raw materials to arrive. Hence, I'm now in the inventory module. To make it faster, I will just simply go to each order I'm gonna validate them. So first is plastic bags. I will go through the 3 steps that I preset. So go through the quality check right now. And then finally, by clicking next transfer, they're gonna arrive in stock. So similar story, but different for perishable goods. This one is for meat vegetables, as you can see. Let's say the colleagues in inventory, they don't know. They want to validate. Okay, they see, fine, there's a quality check. Can they pass it? No. Because for traceability, we are requiring your colleagues to set up the serial number, where I just clicked details. So simply on the same page, we're now able to add or generate the serial number instead of going all the way to other apps and adding them. So right now I'm done with meat and then vegetables. Cool. All set. Should be ready for quality check. Perfect. Let's say, oh, good. Okay. Next, we're gonna go through the 3 steps again, similar to what happened just now. Normal quality control point, and then finally in stock. A little bit highlight here. For perishables, they have like dedicated shelf called chiller, which is reflected here. So all good, actually. Now we are ready for the manufacturing. Where do we go? Actually, either way. Right now, I'm going back to the sales order in order to find the manufacturing order. As a little bit reflection of what I said previously, of several layers of BOM, there's a child ammo, as you might notice, which is for the plastic bags. Because when I click, I see that there's an assembling process for plastic bag and customized sticker. Let's go through them first. So I just produce it. And now I should be ready to produce the actual pack. Do I go through here? No, because we have better place to go, which is shop floor on the top right. So usually this is what you're gonna see when you're going through the shop floor for the first time, but don't worry. Now it's all set with a few clicks. On the left, by the way, it's a newly revamped user interface. So on the left, you're gonna see different users. If you want to assign to different teams who are gonna conduct different orders, no problem. But here I would just take the default, which is me, and start processing. So for each step, as said earlier, we have set up QC points. So am I allowed to close production? No. But set track a little bit. We're supposed to add serial number for tracking purposes, as you guys all know. One thing to highlight here, as we're producing a batch of 2, we can now just generate all the serial number for the whole batch. So if it's indicated as 2, it's gonna be 2 serial numbers generated. Now let's get back in track. I was supposed to close production. However, I'm blocked by quality check. So that's why we always start with quality check. Finish the task. Now next one. Finish the quality check and the task. And next one. Am I able to see it? Yeah, packaging center. Latest order. Yeah, which is here. Perfect. Now I should be ready to close the production. Perfect. Now we should be ready for the delivery, supposedly, right? But how do I know for sure? This has something to do with an overview of what happens to the product. Hence, maybe naturally I come back to the order again just to have a look. If I want to know what happened to the product or to the package, let's say, in the process, there are several ways. Naturally, I want to check all the product moves here. So I know that it's already back to stock after it went through stock, chiller, and it went through production, now it's back. Or you can simply use the traceability which will reflect everything that happens to each ingredient in the process with reference to its serial number. Later on, if anything happens, quality checks didn't pass, it's going to be reflected here too. Now, finally, we think it's all right. So we go through the delivery process. We first send it to an area which is ready for delivery to the final destination. After clicking next transfer, it should be heading towards Pandan Express. Validated. Okay, till now we've finished the main flow for common production process. On the top, something worth mentioning is actually the manufacturing order. Let's find out where it is. Yeah, maybe we can just go to manufacturing. Maybe just to give you an idea of the BOM interview. BOM overview. If you remember what I showed you earlier regarding the BOM, you might have seen there was theoretical cost. Actually, it was mentioned as cost because usually when you open BOM, there's a preset cost based on theoretical time and estimation. However, since I mentioned that we can now track cost by the actual cost, so time spent on it and hourly rate, you will also be able to see the real cost, which is on the very right. But usually it's in a done type of BOM, so maybe another example might be better. Here on the top right, here you will see the real cost. Now, back to the main story. We earlier mentioned that it's possible that sometimes we also produce subcontracted product. So right now, let's say for Big C, this client, they want to order our daily dumplings, which we don't do. We ask our subcontractor to process it. So what happens now when we confirm this sales order? You will only see two orders automatically created. Apart from the delivery, is the purchase order for our subcontractor, because Odoo now assumes that we're gonna buy the end product from our subcontractor called Mama Food Production. So since it's a purchase order, instead of going to different teams, I'm gonna just stay in this tab to make it faster. Let's say we confirm this purchase order for Mama Food Production. Immediately, you're gonna see two new orders. One is resupply, one is receipt. So we're gonna assume that we're first we will provide ingredients to Mama Food Production. After that, it's being processed in their factory packed. It's gonna be sent back to us. Hence, the receipt order. So that goes through the resupply. In Odoo 19, this route is automated so that once you set up the route for certain product, such as this dumplings pack, the resupply order will be created automatically. And here, I'm just validating now that I have received I have supplied the ingredients to Mama Production. And I'm just gonna wait. So let me check. Yeah. So from the moves, I can see that, okay, it's all good. And I'm gonna receive it by coming back into the receipts order. Oh, Back to the topic of traceability. Here we are gonna still add the trace number and save it. By validating, I'm gonna go through the same process, hence I'm gonna stop here. But for now, you get the general idea of how the resupply would work. Yeah, so to having said that, this would be the second flow, which reviews how Odoo supports the resupply subcontracting type of manufacturing. Now back to maybe back to our So to summarize, what I highlighted in my demo is that first, we can always choose the relevant costing methods for our margin calculation. For example, we can now start by using the actual time instead of theoretical time for calculating the cost. And even if the hourly cost per employee is not used, we can also just refer to the hourly cost per work center. Second, you will be able to see our newly revamped shop floor to execute your production process and perform quality control with barcode app connected. Last but not least, you can also use custom lot and series number as well as expiration dates to manage the traceability. Having that said, please help me with your questions if there's any. And let's see if we have time for the... Yeah, so one of the questions is whether we have to manually type 100 serial number if there's multiple serial lot numbers in one MO. The answer is no. We're still gonna generate automatically through the same tab that I just showed you. But for the rest of the questions, I think we will not use the time here, but maybe we will get our account managers to get back to you later. And in that sense, I think it's time that we're taking a break again to be ready for the next demo, which is in trading. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and see you soon.
Janet, our traveling saleswoman. She's at a design convention in Milan and scans the business card of a potential lead. The record instantly appears in Odoo. Odoo CRM now also uses AI. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low, but the AI's suggestions show me what to improve. The phone number is invalid, so we'll just fix it. And now, my probability to close this deal just went up. This is just one of the factors the AI considers, and you can immediately see which ones boost your chances of closing the deal and which ones hold you back. If Janet is out of office, another colleague can easily take over because the AI instantly summarizes past chats and is even capable of reading the attachments. Then, it helps write the perfect client reply.
Welcome to the Daily Dough. Running a bakery requires careful planning and a reliable system. That's why we've chosen Odoo Point of Sale, the app that keeps our workflow as fresh as our pastries. Odoo Point of Sale's interface is undeniably appealing. Products are neatly organized into categories, with subtle color accents displayed only beneath each item to maintain a clean look. Detailed product information can be accessed directly from the product list by clicking and holding any product. The interface is neat, clean, and light. Let's start with our first customer in line. They want a coffee and an almond croissant. Let's save them some money by selling our breakfast combo. We'll select the combo, add one pastry, the almond croissant, and a drink, the Americano coffee. Let's add something extra to the combo, like a chocolate croissant. Since the customer wants to eat on site, we just select the Dine-In preset. Odoo instantly applies the right tax rate. Presets let you define order types like dine-in, daily sales, deliveries, and takeout orders, then handle key details such as the customer's information and the baking area's preparation capacity for takeout orders. Speaking of takeout orders, this sandwich shop owner just called in for 50 baguettes and 20 loaves of bread, ready for pickup at noon tomorrow. We simply choose Mr. Smith's customer profile and set the takeout details. Linking the customer profile ensures they collect their loyalty points instantly. They can then redeem their points and collect rewards such as discounts, free products, or free shipping. This time, since Mr. Smith has been so loyal, he can receive a 10% discount on the entire order. Back to our breakfast customer. Time to pay. There are various options for processing payments. We can use the one-click payment setting, which creates a button for direct payments, like cash. Otherwise, we can configure and integrate a payment terminal. Voila! The transaction is complete. At the customer's request, we can also send them their receipt immediately after payment by text message, WhatsApp, or email. In case of a payment processed incorrectly, we can simply refund the customer. No fuss needed. Finally, for customers with multiple orders, we can issue a global invoice that consolidates all their orders. One click is all it takes. With Odoo Point of Sale, you can handle every part of your bakery's day with confidence. From morning combos to large takeout orders, loyalty rewards, and invoicing. Everything you need is in one place, easily accessible, and ready when you are. Take your business to the next level and use Odoo Point of Sale for free at odoo.com.
A client comes to our desk. He needs his new office space furnished. I make him a quote on the fly, and it doesn't matter if I'm using a computer, tablet, or phone. I just type the company's name and pick the right one from the list. Thanks to Odoo's connection with Dun & Bradstreet, all the details are filled in for me: address, tax ID, phone, and even the right tags. First, let's open up the catalog. I select the right category and pick all the items I need. These items are for the first area, the office space, so I'll just rename this section into office space and specify its size. And I'll do exactly the same for my second and third areas. And to make sure I've got everything I need, I just filter through my sections and review the items. Back on my quotation,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our industry demo schedule. My name is Katie, and today we are demonstrate how Odoo version 19 can handle the complex, high-stake world of trading business. So I will do the demo within around 15 minutes, and then during the demo, if you have any question, you can start posing your question into the link that we post on the comment section, and then I will answer later. So let's get started. Okay, so the basic of the trading business will include it into three main circles. For the first one, how you can handle your B2B sales circle and interact with your customer better during the digital portal, right? And then for the second topic, we will run through the how you can control your procurement flow much more accuracy, more convenient, and more efficiency. And then for the last but not least, you might need to have one smart inventory management methodology, which allow you to have like real-time tracking, automated replenishment, and then also can help you handle flexible structure and then tracking for the inventory trading. Okay, let's go directly to our case. So right now I have one simulation case named Odoo Business, Odoo Motor Business. So for the business profile, it's basically for the trading the car and then doing the service center for maintenance and then warranty for the car. So can I ask like anyone here is familiar with that service? If yes, you can put a comment into the comment section. Then our Odoo will know about that and then help you better. If not, you can also take that chain to exploring our Odoo new feature in V19 as well the AI module to help you boosting your efficiency in the trading. So the main challenge in the trading business including supply chain visibility, how you manage your supply chain better. The second one, how you can calculate the landing cost more accuracy when like let's say the billing just coming not in the right time. And then the last one, how you can manage the B2B orders. Let's say like how you can interact with your customer and then update them about the tracking order on the right time. Don't need to do the manual work so much. And then the last one, might be a part of this. We will talk a little bit about like how you tracking car warranty time and then checking the history of the warranty service. Okay. So I will go through over the next 30 minutes. I will walk you through two critical and then interconnected flow. For the first flow, we will talk about the vehicle distribution loop. So let's for your imagination, just imagine like we Odoo Motor, we order the car directly from the factory around the world, and then when the shipment go direct to the port warehouse, we will register for all the car ID in our system, our Odoo system, and then we will let our distributor know it. And then after that, we do the dispatch to the distributor. And then no matter where the dealership is, whether along Vietnam, you can also track it in the system. So let's see how this is going in the system right now. So we jump directly to the demo. Okay, so just imagine I'm the salesperson at the company. And then my customer asked me to create a quotation for two car dealer. So let's say my customer ordering two car. So for the traditional process, you might need to add the product right there. But like with the new Odoo feature, our new innovation in terms of the product itself, you can just click on the quotation template and then voila, it's happened. It's so there on the section and then information minute. And then if you want to add some note, you can create here. And we also have our AI to help you to generate something here. So you just need to generate. You add the AI to generate, and then you can add them to create a term and condition. And then the system can help you to create something like our Odoo agent here, and then you can read through it and then use it directly to the system. So it's even take your salesperson like less than 1 minute to finish all of their like admin work, right? And after you finalize quotation tracking for all the thing, we also have another powerful tool named the quotation builder to make your quotation be better. And then in terms of the interacting with your customer, you can click here to see the preview. Here is the view of the customer. So as a customer, I can see my quotation very clear and clean like that. And then if I track through every term here, and then I agree with that, I just need to click sign and pay. Okay, and then we go back to the system to see what happened. Here you can see order already sized by the customer. And then when you click through the order, you can see very beautiful and clean with the condition, contact information, and then the quotation and term condition right there. It's meaning that you can also attack the template of the contract whenever you have the customer to buy the car. So you don't need to redo the admin work so many times. All right, so let's say that order is confirmed. In Odoo system, when you confirm the order, the system will immediately create two smart buttons to show you to create the purchase order in terms of like automatically, and then also create the delivery order. So let's check into the purchase order. So for the car, we don't store the car in the warehouse yet. So it means like we need to order it from the PM, the vendor. And then when I want to order it, my purchaser just go there to asking for the RFQ. And then here we also have the feature to make the comparison between the car. So you can see the variance in terms of the price, the cost of goods sold of the car every time you make the order. Okay, so let's say everything is fine. So I just simply confirm the order and then I click receive. And then here is the delivery slip, and then in the delivery slip you can add some information about all of the car and then tracking reference here. I mean like the car ID there, so that like you might know like which car it come from, and then when you do the traceability, it's very clean and clear for you to track in the system, right? Okay. So let's say the car is already there in the warehouse and ready to send to the customer. So I just need to click the send. And then when I go back to the quotation, yeah, I can validate everything. Yeah. And then finish our first order. So right now I will talk a little bit about how you can do the procurement control in the warehouse. So for the procurement, we in Odoo V19 we also have the approval. It's already be there, yes, but in V19 we also have some advanced feature here. So let's say I have as a manager at the let's say purchasing manager, I have one order to review, which raising from my purchaser. So when I click there, I can see which item I need to buy and then the value of it. So for this one, I can either approve or either refill it if I want to. And then you can see that in the system, it will, after the purchaser submit the form into the system, it will also assign a task for me. So it will remind me every day that I have how many order or how many tasks I need to finish. Okay, so see how smart that Odoo is. All right. And then when let's say I approve for this one. So for the next step, the system will auto create the RFQ because it's already approved, right? And then after you click the create RFQ, the system will auto generate the purchase order here. And then the vendor will receive our confirm, and then they can also send they will also prepare the car for us. Okay, so this is how you can manage your procurement procedure. Okay, and then for the last one, how you can manage the inventory way more better. So just imagine you want to know how how many items you need to replenishment. So in the inventory, we have the upgrade. So you just need to click to the replenishment module, and then by so in this one. By so in this, you might know how many items you might need to replenish. All right. Okay, and then in the master production schedule, is also show you the planning, how many cars you might need in advance. And then in, for example, if you choose for the forecast demand, it also show you. And then our AI also calculate based on the historical database. Yeah, it means like you can do the forecasting and the planning at the same time with one system. Way more better than do it manually on Excel, right? And then for the, okay, so this is the end of the first flow. So right now I will go back to the second flow, the maintenance service loop. All right. Okay, because we use Odoo from the moment of importing, we have created like the car ID for every vehicle. So we know its origin, where it's from, and then this is the data foundation. Is very critical for flow B. And then for flow B, let's imagine I have one customer. He bought the car years ago, and then right now he bring the car for the regular checkup, right? And then how you can do it in Odoo, let's see in our demo. All right. So for example, I'm the engineering of the car, right? So my task is tracking for the car, and then I use the repair order to create a quotation and then tracking for the car of the customer. So let's say Mr. Wilson, he want to track for his car, and then his car is a BMW, this one. If the car is under the warranty, you just need to click on that. But let's say the car already bought 1 year ago, so it's over the warranty circle, right? So right now, he want to remove his dump brake. So what the engineer do is he just create the repair and then get the confirmation from the customer, and then click on the system and then start repairing. And then during the reparation, if this drum brake have any additional code, you can also generate a quotation here directly. And then confirm it. And then you can see in the system the repair order and then the quotation link back together. And then after I finish the repair, I can just stop it, and then I let the customer know like, hey, your service is already clean, and this is the extra amount that you need to pay for our service. So everything, it will be tracked back in the system, and then when you see there, you can also see the history of the repair order. How's this going? How happened? And then also we also have the reporting to help you to do on that. Yeah, so just for your information, this is how you can utilize our Odoo feature and then our AI module to boost your B2B sales or B2B trading become much more better. All right, so okay, so to summarize the benefit of the business benefit of Odoo version 19, since we have improve our AI module, also improve our UI UX, and then the user flow within the system. If you consider to upgrade the Odoo V19, you can also consider some benefit that you can get from that. So what you have seen today is not just a software. It's like integrated operating system that you have that can help you to beautify and then simplify your workflow for your workflow. And by using our new version V19, you can achieve like real-time visibility, financial accuracy, operational efficiency, and then as well as the AI-driven branding and then optimizing the dispatching. And so at the result, you can build good relationship with your customer, make your quotation beautiful, and then also boost your business branding much more better. So now we come to an end of that demo. And then if you have any question, you can scan for the QR code here. And then I'm be ready to answer. Okay, so we have 5 minutes for the Q&A section. So I got the first question here. So the question will be like, you mentioned reducing data and try time. Can you show us how the new procurement catalog actually work? Is it like a website for our staff? So my answer would be like exactly. Instead of manually entering product code, staff can also browse a visual catalog to check, and then they just need to click to add item to the feature. Okay. So it should be something like this. If you go there, and then you go to the catalog. So on the right hand side on the main feature, you will see the list of the product that will show in the catalog size. And then on the left hand side, if you turn on the suggestion list, we will have the AI run through our backend to help you calculate the replacement for 7 days. And then if you click here, it will auto create the quotation of the purchase order up to unit, if you need that. Okay, so this is how you can apply our catalog model to help you be more better. I will come to with second question. Regarding to the just-in-time purchasing, does the system automatically tell us when to order so we don't buy too early and tie up for the cost? Sure, yes. So in Odoo, we can calculate the order days by looking at your customer delivery deadline and subtracting the supplier lead time. If the vendor takes 10 days to deliver, Odoo won't tell your order until 10 days before you actually need it, keeping your cash in the bank locker. We also have some feature with name like reordering rule. So in that one, you can also set up the minimum and maximum order if you want to adjust if you want to apply for the just-in-time and then keep your stock at the lowest level. Okay. Any questions so far? So if you won't have any question or you still have the question, you can leave your contact information at the comment section or leave your question at the bot. Our service team will contact with you later. Or if you want to running for the demo or request for more questions, you can contact your account manager directly. I know that you already have the contact. Okay. Thank you for attending the session.
In Odoo. Odoo CRM now also uses AI. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low, but the AI's suggestions show me what to improve. The phone number is invalid, so we'll just fix it. And now, my probability to close this deal just went up. This is just one of the factors the AI considers, and you can immediately see which ones boost your chances of closing the deal and which ones hold you back. If Janet is out of office, another colleague can easily take over because the AI instantly summarizes past chats and is even capable of reading the attachments. Then, it helps write the perfect client reply.
Welcome to the Daily Dough. Running a bakery requires careful planning and a reliable system. That's why we've chosen Odoo Point of Sale, the app that keeps our workflow as fresh as our pastries. Odoo Point of Sale's interface is undeniably appealing. Products are neatly organized into categories, with subtle color accents displayed only beneath each item to maintain a clean look. Detailed product information can be accessed directly from the product list by clicking and holding any product. The interface is neat, clean, and light. Let's start with our first customer in line. They want a coffee and an almond croissant. Let's save them some money by selling our breakfast combo. We'll select the combo, add one pastry, the almond croissant, and a drink, the Americano coffee. Let's add something extra to the combo, like a chocolate croissant. Since the customer wants to eat on site, we just select the Dine-In preset. Odoo instantly applies the right tax rate. Presets let you define order types like dine-in, daily sales, deliveries, and takeout orders, then handle key details such as the customer's information and the baking area's preparation capacity for takeout orders. Speaking of takeout orders, this sandwich shop owner just called in for 50 baguettes and 20 loaves of bread, ready for pickup at noon tomorrow. We simply choose Mr. Smith's customer profile and set the takeout details. Linking the customer profile ensures they collect their loyalty points instantly. They can then redeem their points and collect rewards such as discounts, free products, or free shipping. This time, since Mr. Smith has been so loyal, he can receive a 10% discount on the entire order. Back to our breakfast customer. Time to pay. There are various options for processing payments. We can use the one-click payment setting, which creates a button for direct payments, like cash. Otherwise, we can configure and integrate a payment terminal. Voila! The transaction is complete. At the customer's request, we can also send them their receipt immediately after payment by text message, WhatsApp, or email. In case of a payment processed incorrectly, we can simply refund the customer, no fuss needed. Finally, for customers with multiple orders, we can issue a global invoice that consolidates all their orders. One click is all it takes. With Odoo Point of Sale, you can handle every part of your bakery's day with confidence. From morning combos to large takeout orders, loyalty rewards, and invoicing. Everything you need is in one place, easily accessible, and ready when you are. Take your business to the next level and use Odoo Point of Sale for free at odoo.com.
A client comes to our desk. He needs his new office space furnished. I make him a quote on the fly, and it doesn't matter if I'm using a computer, tablet, or phone. I just type the company's name and pick the right one from the list. Thanks to Odoo's connection with Dun & Bradstreet, all the details are filled in for me: address, tax ID, phone, and even the right tags. First, let's open up the catalog. I select the right category and pick all the items I need. These items are for the first area, the office space, so I'll just rename this section into office space and specify its size. And I'll do exactly the same for my second and third areas. And to make sure I've got everything I need, I just filter through my sections and review the items. Back on my quotation, everything is neatly organized. But let's tweak it even more. For the office space, I'll create two subsections, the open space and the individual space. Now I just have to drag the items to the right place. Next, I don't need the client to know the price of bolts, for example, so I'll just hide the price of the installation section. And I'll also hide the composition of the office supplies, because the detailed lines will just clutter the quote. But I'll write a note that includes the important elements. All that's left to do is add the shipping costs, which are calculated automatically based on my product's weight. Now let's print the quote and review it with my client. It's structured, clear, and tailored exactly the way I want. The client accepts our offer, and I generate a down payment of 20% and send him the link. On his customer portal, everything is well displayed, and he can confirm she's at a design convention in Milan and scans the business card of a potential lead. The record instantly appears in Odoo. Odoo CRM now also uses AI. For this lead, it looks like my closing chances are very low, but the AI's suggestions show me what to improve. The phone number is invalid, so we'll just fix it. And now, my probability to close this deal just went up. This is just one of the factors the AI considers, and you can immediately see which ones boost your chances of closing the deal and which ones hold you back. If Janet is out of office, another colleague can easily take over because the AI instantly summarizes past chats and is even capable of reading the attachments. Then, it helps write the perfect client reply.
Welcome to the Daily Dough. Running a bakery requires careful planning and a reliable system. That's why we've chosen Odoo Point of Sale, the app that keeps our workflow as fresh as our pastries. Odoo Point of Sale's interface is undeniably appealing. Products are neatly organized into categories, with subtle color accents displayed only beneath each item to maintain a clean look. Detailed product information can be accessed directly from the product list by clicking and holding any product. The interface is neat, clean, and light. Let's start with our first customer in line. They want a coffee and an almond croissant. Let's save them some money by selling our breakfast combo. We'll select the combo, add one pastry, the almond croissant, and a drink, the Americano coffee. Let's add something extra to the combo, like a chocolate croissant. Since the customer wants to eat on site, we just select the Dine-In preset. Odoo instantly applies the right tax rate. Presets let you define order types like dine-in, daily sales, deliveries, and takeout orders, then handle key details such as the customer's information and the baking area's preparation capacity for takeout orders. Speaking of takeout orders, this sandwich shop owner just called in for 50 baguettes and 20 loaves of bread, ready for pickup at noon tomorrow. We simply choose Mr. Smith's customer profile and set the takeout details. Linking the customer profile ensures they collect their loyalty points instantly. They can then redeem their points and collect rewards such as discounts, free products, or free shipping. This time, since Mr. Smith has been so loyal, he can receive a 10% discount on the entire order. Back to our breakfast customer. Time to pay. There are various options for processing payments. We can use the one-click payment setting, which creates a button for direct payments, like cash. Otherwise, we can configure and integrate a payment terminal. Voila! The transaction is complete. At the customer's request, we can also send them their receipt immediately after payment by text message, WhatsApp, or email. In case of a payment processed incorrectly, we can simply refund the customer, no fuss needed. Finally, for customers with multiple orders, we can issue a global invoice that consolidates all their orders. One click is all it takes. With Odoo Point of Sale, you can handle every part of your bakery's day with confidence. From morning combos to large takeout orders, loyalty rewards, and invoicing. Everything you need is in one place, easily accessible, and ready when you are. Take your business to the next level and use Odoo Point of Sale for free at odoo.com.
Welcome to the next era of Odoo. Meet your new AI agents, your personal assistants ready to take action, answer questions, and give you insights across your
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lenka Pham from Odoo Customer Success Team. For my demo today, I would like to discuss with you for the construction service. So first of all, to recap on the need, before we begin, please feel free to scan this part and write all your question. So first of all, to recap for the need of this industry, so I first of all of you might need to manage from the beginning, manage your prospect from the beginning until the closing of the deal, signing the contract with the customer. And once it's signed, what's happened next? You need to manage for the project management to make sure that you can deliver the project requirement to your end customer. And of course, you need to manage for the stock management to avoid not running out of any material you might need. And the most important thing that you need to control for the financial is mean for the billing. So for the in Odoo V19, we have a module, industry module for the construction service. Today, I'm really diving in the core capability of Odoo solution to have you to run your business. So let's see with the case that I present today, that the Odoo Neom construction provide the construction service based on the project and the on-site maintenance service. So for the business flow, for my demo, I can go through all the full flow from the beginning, manage your prospect until closing your deal, and also manage your project with the real-time checking of your billing profitability on your project. Are you ready for demo? If you are ready, I'm ready. So here is the homepage that you can typically see when you log in Odoo. That is the new interface of V19. On top of that, I would like to show you the knowledge article, knowledge app with the article, because in here you can find all the information, workflow you might need, and you can find anything in this. So now we will start with the CRM. So in Odoo, we have the powerful tool to help you to manage for your prospect. In here, you can have an overview and follow up on your lead from the day one. Imagine that I'm the customer and I would like to do my renovation. So my name is Lenka. So now I create the new opportunities. So after that, you can see it here, the new opportunity has been created. With the information provided, you can see that AI can help you to see probability of this lead. And also, you can have information of your contact. And imagine if you meet your prospect during the business event. With the Odoo new feature, you can scan your business cards and it can create automatically the lead. So for here, for this, imagine that this customer want to do the renovation. So from this, you can have an overview of what happening with this for the meeting, for the quotation, and you can have the stage to have you to follow up on this lead until the closing of the deal, right? So now imagine this customer already agreed to sign the new contract with us. So I will use a template for the renovation project that is already set up. Let's see what happened here. So as you see in here, for the quotation, I can set up the payment term for this customer. And you can see that for the important thing that you need to provide the advanced quotation. With Odoo, we can have the structure, professional, and very detailed quotation. It's how you to have an idea of the product you need to provide to your end customer. All right. And now, in case you would like to know more, you can use the code calculator. For this time, I will emphasize and highlight on the labor cost. So imagine that we need to For the stone repair, I will need 10 days. For the window repair, I will need 5 days. And I will update on my quotation. You can see it here that it has been updated. And now my quotation is ready to send to my customer. So imagine for this, I can. So imagine this one is the template of the email that you send to your end customer. And if you don't want it, you can use AI to how to send the new template if you would like to. And with AI, with few seconds, you can have the template that you wish. Okay, so now I already have the quotation ready. I will send to my customer. And then let's see what my customers see. In here, you can see that the professional structure very detailed to my customer already ready for sign, and my customer just click on sign and pay. Of course, now it's the signature of my customer. And then let's go back to, from my view, I can see that you can see it here that the order has been signed by customer. So now ready, I confirm my quotation. And when once the quotation is confirmed, you can see it here, the project is created automatically. And in here, you can have the smart button to show about the record, the time spent, delivery, and purchase as well. And also, in case you, for the quotation, in case you would like to hide any pricing, you can have the new feature help you to hide the pricing or hide composition. So that is an option for you. You can create a subsection as well to manage. So now everything is done. I will issue the invoice. So now for the, you have the option to have down payment. So I will ask my customer to pay 30% when we start. Confirm. All right. So now let's go how we can manage for the project. So if you click on the project here, you can see that the new project has been created under the name of Lenka Farm. So if you click in here, you can see the tasks already with the template. Now I would like to show you the project that I signed last month. Let's see how I can manage the project from here. So you can see that there's the task going on. You can see on task and task going on. So let's click on this. You can see the information with the how many products you need to pick up. You have the information, and also for the timesheet, you can see the historical of the time spent for this particular task. So, so you can see on the bar menu in here, you can have a lot of information. So first of all, for the timesheet, you can see the, as I mentioned earlier, and then you can see the planning. So now you can see the schedule of 1 week that I schedule for my staff. So in case I have any change, I just need to drag and drop. It's very easy to manage, right? And also if you typically relying on the heavy machinery such as the crane or the loader, so you can definitely have those resources to help you to allocate the crane machine or loader, also when they are required to move from one side to another side. And here you have the document as well, where you can stock all the important document, workflow, or any tasks guidance you need to stop. Invoice, purchase order as well. And all information is very important, but I think the most important is the dashboard, because at the first slide, you can see what's going on for this project. For example, in here, you can see the status of this project. So the status is on track with the 25% on progression of this project. You can see how many tasks has been done, or how many hours has been spent. And this is for the date of the 24th November, right? I can have the snapshot of what happened now and what happened next for the next month. In here, it can help you to have an overview of all the information and also on the profitability. That is something is very important for you to know the margin of your project. You can see that the revenue generate with the timesheet material and then with the cost. This can help you to see how you can track on your project. So now we finish with the project management. Imagine that you have the unexpected invention with your end customer and it's urgent. It needs to be happen now and today. So with the field service, you can create the task. So let's see, I need to fixing window. It's very urgent. I can assign to me or I can assign to any other staff if I wish. And the plan dates, I can put it today. And let's say 3 hours. I will allocate 3 hours. And for the customer. Okay. So now I will start. Imagine your worker go on site and I start the work. And I stop. Imagine that I spend 3 hours. You can do it manually and you can do it automatically. And then it can help with the field service. I can sign the report. It means that I will ask my customer to sign the report, acknowledge that I have finished my task. Let's come back to see what happened in the field service from your backend. So in the charter, you can see it here. And what you're going to do, imagine that I need to buy some material to fix. So I will create a new quotation. So with the catalog view, you can choose what you need. All right. When you see it's red here, it means that it's not available in your warehouse. And then it's all right. I just confirm and send. And I will confirm the sales order. When you see it here, I have the one delivery and the purchase automatically generate because I don't have the stock in my warehouse. So you can see it here that you have the purchase order and I just click to send to my vendor. And with the new feature, with the price comparison, I can see who is the cheapest one for my request. And then just confirm the order. And I receive everything. Okay, so that is how you can manage the unexpected maintenance order. And now for the stock management, you can see it here with the inventory apps. You can help you to manage what you need. For how many receipt you need to do, how many delivery you need to do for, and with the status. And with the reporting, it can help you to have an overview of your stock. How many you have on hand, how many incoming and coming out from your warehouse. And also for the replenishment, you can set up the automation as well, or you can do it manually. I think I have finished the whole flow how Odoo V19 can run your business for the construction service. So now to wrap up with the conclusion of the Odoo V19. So Odoo V19 is built for builder. With the sales app, with the AI automation, it can help you to instantly generate the complex code with the correct margin. And with the visual customer review, it makes your job easier every day. And then for the project beyond the Gantt view, Odoo can help you to have predictive capacity planning to help you to see future availability. AI suggests best team based on the skill and availability, preventing any issue lack of resource. With the timesheet, zero touch tracking, it means imagine your worker come on site using the zero friends and voice logging. So just auto clock in on site and speak tasks for AI autofill. For the purchase, with the automation, you can order your material and your material will arrive exactly when you need, based on project stage and based on your needs. And for inventory, with the mobile replenishment wizard, it can help you to scan low stock to queue immediately. No more warehouse trip. So with Odoo V19, streamline construction with AI, automation, and mobile tool for smarter sales, proactive project management, effortless tracking, and efficiency material flow. So I hope that you enjoy the demo and you feel like you feel our demonstration helpful for you. If you have any question or you would like to learn more, you can have the Q&A section. Okay. Okay, for the question, we have you mentioned that the AI product configurator help with complex words. If I have a client who want a custom solution with 50 different items, do I have to add them one by one, or can the system help me to build that quickly? So you don't need to add them one by one. You can use a visual catalog to just point and click. It's very simple and easy, that I mentioned during the demo. For complex item, the configurator asks you a few sample questions like duration, team size, and instantly generate the correct code with the right margin. So let's go to the second question. Okay. If the technician on site see if they are running low on the common parts, do they have to call the office to order more? My answer is no calling needed. They just pull out their phone, scan the barcode of the item, and use a replenishment wizard to queue a refill immediately. The warehouse gets the alert instantly and prepare the stock for the next morning. So I think no more question from the part for today. I hope that is useful for you. If you want to learn more and have any further question, please feel free to contact your account manager. And you can also ask your question through a survey after the webinar. Thank you for joining this section. I wish you a lovely afternoon. Goodbye.